And bring the arms out level with the shoulders, and the hands are coming into a soft fist, so just curling the fingers in and letting the thumb connect around. We're going to rotate the arms at from the shoulders, so rotating so that the fists face upwards, and then coming back to center where the fists are facing down, and then rotating forward so that the fists go back. That's it. So just in your own time, maybe see how that connects with your breath. Perhaps breathing in and then out as you come back to center. And then the same here, breathing in and out. Just seeing what that is like with your breath. And you might notice that you kind of want to move the body with that. So we can let that come in, that as we're rotating the fist up, we can have a little arch in the top of the body and look forwards and up. And then we come back to center. As we rotate backwards, we maybe come a little bit further forwards and just let the head drop a little. So kind of just going with what your body wants to do. So that the top half of your body is sort of copying that movement of the arms. Going with that movement of the arms rather than fighting against it. But only going at your own pace. Don't force the body into a position that doesn't feel right. And then come back to center when you've done that and release, maybe give the arms a little shake. And then if we bring our hands onto our shoulders, we can do a little bit of a rotation with the elbows. Around in one direction. And then reversing that, coming around in the other direction. Maybe noticing if there's one that feels easier. And then let's release that and bring our arms back out into this position. Again, soft fist. And this time we're going to do opposite arms. So the right arm rotates up as the left arm rotates down. And then we come back to center and we go across to the other side. Almost like you're wringing out a cloth. And you might find it all right if it naturally happens, that if your head can turn towards the fist that's facing up, comes back through the center and turns to look at the upward fist. And then we can bring in a little bit of a turn towards the upward fist and a leaning of the body over that way. Coming back to center. Turning and leaning. Let's do one more of those on each side. And come back. Yeah, you might want to give them a little shake. Let's just draw the shoulders up to the ears. Perhaps as you breathe in and breathe out as they drop down. Great. And then if you bring your hands back onto your thighs like we had when we were doing that opening practice, and imagining that you're drawing a little circle with the tip of your nose. So you take the nose over to one side and then maybe start by going down and around and then up and over, not taking the head too far back. Just this kind of circle with the nose. Maybe hear and feel that in the neck as you go slowly, curiously around. Keeping the shoulders sort of down and out of the movement as much as possible. And then around in the other direction. Maybe one more of those. And then slowly bring the head back to center. And then we're going to do just a little movement with the neck. So if you can breathe in and just get a bit of length up through the middle of your body. As you breathe out, let the right ear go over to the right shoulder. And then if you take the right hand and just let it rest on the head. You're not pulling your head, you're just letting the weight of the hand rest on your head. And then the left arm is going to come down beside the body and slowly lift up on a diagonal. Just until you can feel that, and then breathe into that space. I've lost Emily for a moment. But so yeah, head over to the right hand just resting on the head, left hand just coming to a diagonal position where you can sort of feel that into the neck. And breathing into that place, breathing out from that place. And then if you let the left hand come down and come back to rest on the thigh, right hand's going to come up into the air as the head comes up and then come out and down and round back to the thigh. And just have a moment to feel that. It's going to be quite a strong stretch in the neck. And again, if we start with an in-breath, just feeling the length up through the middle of your body. As you breathe out, left ear going over towards the left shoulder. And the weight of the left hand just comes and rests on the head. Let the right arm come down beside the body first of all, so a sense of going down in the arm and the shoulder, and then you kind of lift the right arm up slowly on a diagonal, and then you'll just find a place where you can feel that kind of connecting in and breathing in and out of that place. And then when you're ready, let the right hand come down and onto the thigh. Left hand's coming up into the air as the head comes up to the center and then out and down and round. Okay. So then, if you stay where you are, I'm just going to turn my chair around so that you can see. We'll just do chair pose in yoga. So if you have your feet in parallel with a nice gap between the knees and the feet. And we're using the arms, so the arms beside the body, and we're going to swing the arms forwards, let the body come forwards, and then down through the feet to lift the buttocks just off the chair. And you can look forwards and up, getting that nice length down the back of the body. And then we can come back down to sitting, so lowering the arms, lowering the buttocks, back to the chair. And then try that once more. Arms come forwards, buttocks come off. Nice long back. holding that for a moment and then coming back to sitting. And then we'll do the same thing, but we'll go on up to standing. So just a moment to pause there, shoulder blades back, down into the heels. And then can we go down into the legs to unbend the knees, take the arms up into the air, and then out and down and round. Great. So then we'll come to standing. Just want to do one more position standing before we do the sequence. So if you can bring your hands together and your thumbs together, and then we're bending the elbows and letting the thumbs rest on the crown of the head. I'm going to do this sideways just so that you can see. So the thumbs are resting on the crown of the head, and then the head is growing up into the thumbs, shoulder blades drawing down. So a sense of standing up really tall into your crown. The feet and hip width apart, heels slightly out. And we're going to bend our knees so that they're directly forwards over the feet to start this movement. So that when we breathe in, we unbend the knees and grow up into the crown. When we breathe out, bending the knees directly forwards. And just feeling what happens in the spine as you unbend the knees and grow up. What happens in the spine as you bend the knees forwards.